There were a few topics I wanted to talk about today because they were just brought up in conversation or just in passing. And I thought it might be important to share my views on it or at least give my perspective on it. And those topics are about confrontation and I would say the social dynamic when it comes to just society, when it comes to people. I think let me say this, one of the most important things that you can do with your life is just to speak, is just to be and be a part of communities. In the social hierarchy of society, there are these things called groups, social groups. One could say it is school, one could say it's a club, one could say it's a job. Whatever social group or whatever place you are in your life, you are probably a part of a few social groups. I would say that it is in your best interest to just speak. Speak to everybody because genuinely you don't know where these people might be a few years down the line or where these relationships might land you or might have importance in your life. You know, I think a lot of the times we get so scared to talk to other people when inherently a lot of the people around us are just as scared to talk to us. So there's two things. First off, the confrontation of I get scared to talk to people. If you're telling me, hey, like, I think you should talk to more people, how do I do that? Well, there's not really a easy answer I can give you, but it's more so you just do it. I hate that I have to say that because there really is no rhyme or reason when it comes to just speaking to people. You just have to. With that type of skill, it's something that is really learned through only trial and error. Because I can give you as many tips and tricks about how to start conversation, how I can keep it going. But ultimately, if you never start it to begin with, then all of the skills that I've given you just get thrown out the window. So, to anybody that's struggling to make friends, to anybody that's struggling to just make connections, to network, just speak. Even if it's not at business events or school events, maybe it's just to the people at your work or the people that you pass by in the street. Maybe just try saying good morning or just saying hi, my name is, you know, it's just these small remarks, these small things that just keep your confidence to get your confidence up in order for you to be like, hey, like it's okay to, I guess, prop myself in here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not being awkward. And if I am, well, it's okay because that's just who I am. And don't be ashamed of who you are. If who you are is maybe a little nervous or maybe a little anxiety ridden, me too. I get it. I've been there before too. So just be okay with that. And I know me too. I'm really pessimistic whenever it comes to myself, and I get on myself a lot about like, oh, like you should have done this. Like, why did you do that? Be kind to yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself because ultimately, like I was saying earlier, these conversations and just learn to speak in general will just get you in different rooms, will get you around people that actually care about your life and will improve it. And yeah, I say this and I brought up this point because I've had, my roommates or even just people around me have just told me like, hey, like I really struggle to just speak or I've been really by myself. And it feels like if you weren't to utilize the opportunity of like being in college or being in the work field that you are to not meet the people in it, then what are you doing? Genuinely, what are you doing? Because there are so many more avenues that you can go into if you just want to be by yourself. But I promise you, you might not get very far because this world itself relies on people. In terms of, I guess, confidence, I feel like confidence kind of goes hand in hand with confrontation. I've been speaking about it too, but you just need to learn to love yourself, learn to improve the confidence in the way you speak through just repeated action. There's this saying that I really like to say, and it's called consistency creates a lifestyle. And it truly does. The life that you want to live, the life that you want to proceed will only happen if you do the good habits over and over and over and over again. The best example I can show you of this is working out or being active. I don't have the perfect body. I mean, I think everybody that even works out doesn't think they have the perfect body dysmorphia, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, my goal is to just be healthy, but I can't do that if I'm eating BS every single day. So what I do is that I can control two things: my actions and my attitude. So I make every single deliberate choice to try to be healthy and keep a positive attitude when it comes to my body and myself. Who I am as an individual, how I speak, how I carry myself. I carry myself in a better light, a positive light, because if I put myself down, then it's going to show when I conversate. And that's why I want to speak on that, on confidence. It's just so important. It's so important. When they say confidence is key, it truly is. If you believe something to be true, then it will be, because you've spoke it into reality. I'm kind of getting a little bit off track, but this kind of goes hand to hand. Think about your beliefs. I was in my philosophy class today, and they were speaking about God. And there was this philosopher and his kind of teachings about why God is real. And one of the points that he said was that God exists, or God is real, for the reason that we cannot comprehend what he actually is. And what that basically means is that the belief itself is inherently stronger than the actual thing itself. Or what makes the thing so strong is that you can only feasibly believe it. And I think that's a powerful way of thinking about things, because you should think about that when it comes to your communication, when it comes to your skills, when it comes to your confidence. Even if you feel like, even if it is inherently fake, even if it doesn't exist yet, you need to believe it to be true. And then, and only then, will you be able to kind of speak more adequately, or at least in a more conversational way, instead of feeling awkward every single time you speak. If you can't tell, I love communication. It's one of the most important things that I've done. And to end off this video, I wanted to give kind of a reflection of how my first week back at college has been going. Honestly, it's been amazing. I've felt more, I guess, in tune of where I'm going and where I'm headed, because of the consistency that I've been putting into my life. When it comes to going to classes, when it comes to my health and going to the gym, when it comes to eating good, I can see the differences. Because instead of me just, what's it called? Basically embodying the do as I say, not as I do, I'm finally doing as I say and actually doing it. So just watch out, because maybe next week, maybe by next year, you'll see a bigger and better Adrian. And that's what I want for you too. So keep striving, keep talking, and get yourself out there, genuinely. I was speaking about those social groups. Hold on to those. Those are some of the most valuable assets that you have, especially if you're in school right now, even if you're at a work environment. Learn to speak to everybody. Learn to put your ego to the side. Learn to be empathetic. It's truly important to understand and to realize that people are people. They have emotions, they have their own experiences, and appreciate that about them. Anyways, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to hear me talk about anything else, let me know in the comments or just watch another video. Peace.